Hi guys, here from Moldova, European Moldova, here at the monument of Stefan cel Mare, the big hero of European Moldova resistance against Ottoman and all other enemies' invasions, and he is the great hero. I call here for NATO membership of Moldova. Obviously that's very important for Moldova to be a good ally and to be fully integrated in the West. I know your country is now currently still neutral, and I understand that it is inherent in the history of the war 30 years ago and still the tragic legacy, the breakaway Republic of Transnistria. And I understand that some of you might say, yes, okay, we have to be careful with Russia, otherwise there will be a new war. But exactly that carefulness of the West, especially Germany and France, in the case of Ukraine, has exactly encouraged the war, which is happening already now. So it's much better to be united in Europe, in EU and NATO, the Euro all together, all institutions at once, and to be strong and to be then also secure. And also the people of Transnistria, Gagauzia and all Moldova, they will live much safer, securer. Does anybody want to live in the destiny of darkness, of torture chambers, like in the occupied Donbass or in Crimea? Nobody wants to live under such dark circumstances and some sinister KGB, NKVD or other kind of FSB, secret services torturing innocent Europeans just because they want to live free. Nobody wants to live like that. That's why I call, let's be the free choice of the Moldovans. If they want, they are very welcome. And I recommend it for Austria, for Serbia and for Kosovo, for Ukraine to be in NATO as well. Obviously the main focus of my campaign here this week will be EU membership, because that's the Cypriot model, but nevertheless also NATO membership should be very much open, because Russia has no veto on the future of Moldova, not a direct nor indirect one. And people in Finland and Sweden, they choose now with a much more complicated situation and a longer border with Russia to be secure, and also then in NATO, and also Moldova should be secure in NATO. Stefan cel Mare is the hero. I'm here obviously with the flags of NATO, you are not surprised, and of the EU. I have here the EU flag and I call for EU membership. I have also, and that's an innovation, also I have the Kosovo flag here because I call for the recognition of Kosovo, because that's very important. And I also call, and you will be not surprised that I have also my NATO flag here. I will find also the right moments to lift it all, and I will do some photos on Twitter and on Facebook, and you will see all these things in the coming days. I say thank you very much for your attention, and wherever you are, decision maker, activist, friend, please do what you can to integrate and help Moldova in this dire need. Of course, we have to have, first of all, the victory of Ukraine is the most important, because Ukraine is like a gigantic shield for Moldova, obviously from geography, and it's the heroism of the Ukrainian defenders of Odessa and especially Nikolaev and on the Bug river, which in Nikolaev, which they have blocked the advance of the Russian tanks not to go further towards Moldova. That's the eternal gratitude, I think, of all Europeans for the heroes of Ukraine. Slava Ukraina, I say at this moment here from Stefan cel Mare, that kind of spirit the Ukrainians actually do have. And I'm very proud that I know some of these heroes and that I lived and worked in Ukraine. And now I'm here for this week in Moldova. And I can just say one thing. I want that Moldova joins the EU. And if they want, they are welcome in NATO. And we should have the courage to defend them and not to wait and do the Merkel and then we lose another country or we face another brutal war, and that would be a tragedy. And I came here to warn of that. It's still an option. I don't think it will happen, but we should definitely be ready and have better policy than constant delays and constant procrastination. Just to do the normal thing as we did with Romania, integrating in NATO, EU, and now hopefully also soon in Eurozone and Schengen. And that's the much better policy, and we will be much more richer, securer, and we shall not submit to Russia. That must be the policy in the future. Thanks a lot for listening, and more to come from Pax Europiana, this time from Moldova. Bye.